I'm Tashrika Williams. I am the marketing assistant at Cape Tourism. The key takeaway that I'll be taking away from this masterclass is that apart from like all the corporate jargon and all the work related things, is that the humanness of interaction between people is the most important thing that you can have as your building block to a successful company, to a successful culture, to a successful structure. Yeah. I think the aspect that I enjoyed the most, apart from what we've been taught by Celeste, is just listening and hearing and taking in all the information from the wonderful ladies that has been present here. As someone who has less experience in the job space, or someone that is newly in the job space, opportunities like this comes by really well for me because I get to take in information to learn, grow, and develop from people who has more experience than me, who has experience with in successful workspaces, and yeah, just the empowerment of women in spaces like this is something that I've really taken away.
I am Debbie Fiani, and I'm the Senior Group Talent Acquisition Specialist for ABSA. I think really the importance of building your brand, the organization brand, making sure that what the lived experiences are internally speak to what are the lived experiences externally. The forward thinking, it really, it took us from thinking, it challenged our thinking, and it really made us look into the future in terms of what branding, needs to be like, and how really it should be, and how we need to really show up as employers. Okay, wonderful. Look, it was quite informative, really thought-provoking and challenging. In terms of it really also challenged me from a personal level in terms of how do I show up as a brand? How do I show up as a brand advocate and an influencer, right? It's quite important on a day-to-day basis internally how I show up and how my personal brand then ultimately is linked to the employer brand, because really it cannot be separate or in isolation, but there should be a connection.
Hi, I'm Ilham van der Schuyf. I am the Group Head of Talent Acquisition for ABSA Group Limited. I think mostly that needs to be driven from all parties, that employer branding and EVP is everyone's responsibility. But the buy-in from our EXCO, our leaders, is absolutely essential. And it's not only about the buy-in, it's about being deliberate in living all of our values, our value proposition, our purpose, and ingraining that into the organization and living it out every day. I think the different perspective, we have a specific view on what employer branding is, and we understand the fundamentals, but just the full value chain and the integration with the corporate brand, with your own personal brand is absolutely essential. And how that actually all works together and flows together, I think is exceptionally valuable. I think having everyone understand that concept is important, because then we get to piece all of these things together and not seeing them as separate or segmented, but really more of a way of showing up and a way of delivering and showing external community what we are all about. Telling our story more effectively is, I think, is really a key takeout for me. Yeah, I think very valuable, a must see. It was really engaging conversation, getting different perspectives from each and everyone in the group. And Celeste, your knowledge on the subject matter is absolutely phenomenal and valuable. And again, we tend to underestimate that we think we know it all, but once you get into a room with like-minded individuals working towards the same goals and outcomes, it's really where the magic happens. And I think it again speaks to collaboration, and collaboration validation doesn't really happen internally only, it happens externally as well. So attending a workshop like this to open one's mind and perspective is important, but also the ability to network with people outside of the industry and understand that we're really faced with the same challenges and how we can go about effecting change in that way, and that there's no one size that fits all, but really coming, taking it in and showing up authentically, and then really building your employer brand on authentic basis and platform.
Hello, my name is Shireen Pillay, and I am the director and lead consultant for TUG Consulting. We are an HR business partnering service provider. The one thing that I took out of today's masterclass was, as a business owner, the importance it is for me to work on my own personal branding and how that will have an effect and also enhance the branding of my consultancy. I think it was just the interaction with the other participants. It was just to find what the pain points are, and just I think it was just learning from others, and then of course just some of the strategies that Celeste has shared. So it's just really just eye opening, and it's just a different way of one's approach to employer branding.
Okay, hi, I'm Odile Adams, and I'm the Culture and People Development Partner for Coca-Cola Peninsula Beverages, and I look after our country here. I think just realizing that our consumer is actually our potential employees, and what we portray as a business in terms of our brand is essentially what a potential candidate sees. And then also on a personal note, just my personal branding, how I portray myself in the outside world, that also attracts, potential candidates to our company as well. I think interacting with the different companies that was here, getting insights from, what they are currently doing, and sort of seeing where our opportunities lie, or gaps. No, I think this was an exceptional masterclass, and Celeste, you were amazing. And I think a lot of companies will definitely benefit from, attending these classes. So.
Hi there, my name is Wilkies. I am the Talent Acquisition Specialist at Coca-Cola Peninsula Beverages. It would definitely be personal branding. I think personal branding is so important, and it feeds into so many other aspects. Feeds into employer branding. I think it would be the interactions from the other team members here that actually joined today. And I think learning from them and their insights and the way they're doing things and where they're at in the organization was really insightful. I think it really has an impact if this is something in your space. It will definitely impact the way you do things in the future and your implementation in the organization.